It's been exactly 1 month since I started drawing again, and I want to show you this binder of stuff I've drawn in my teen years. Timeline is from 2011 to 2018. I was 13 in 2011, and this is the first thing I drew. From here, it's going to be a lot of anime art that I copied. I think I copied Miku first because I thought her design was easiest. Later, when I got into crochet, I also made her first as well. I was watching Kimi ni Toroke, and I fell in love with this episode, so I decided to draw a scene from it. And here's the main character of the anime. This is probably 2012. I cringed so hard looking at these, but I'm so glad I kept it. Picture of a moon and some branches. I tried to copy Sailor Moon. Then I got into Full Moon, and I was really obsessed with this anime. Another copy art because I really liked the picture. Then I got into Special A and drew them. For the longest time, I thought that in order to learn how to draw, you had to copy a lot of pictures. And because I like anime, I would copy a bunch of anime pictures. After drawing all those, I created my first OC. I remember showing this to a classmate and she was like, it could be better. I got into Inu X Boku SS and the anime was so good I had to draw them. I think you could tell I was pretty into shoujo and magical girls in my teens. A picture of a badly shaded moon. Quick Miku sketch. Then I got into Fullmetal Alchemist and copied Edward. I also copied his brother as well, although I made him a little bit wide and I noticed that after I finished it. This is also another copy art I did at the time because I like the style. Another copy art. At one point I was watching Spice and Wolf. Another OC that I did to see where my skills were at. Another original. The most boring thing in this binder. I get so nostalgic every time I see Soul Eater. Another crappy original. The only BL related drawing I have in this binder. Can you tell it's inspired by Sekaiichi Hatsukoi? This is my very first abstract drawing. I really enjoyed shading these. Here's another one. I remember during class when I was bored I would just doodle on the back of my spiral notebook. Side profile of some woman. More crappy originals. I cringe at this one so hard. Another original. Here's the Miku I did with watercolor pencils. I remember being pretty happy with how this turned out. I remember I kept trying to draw originals and I just couldn't figure out why I couldn't improve. Even in 2012, people were talking about drawing the fundamentals, but I didn't exactly understand what that meant. And because I didn't understand how to teach myself, I went back to abstract. I kind of like the colors on this one. It's a more simple abstract. And I doodled some monster. That one big monster is kind of inspired by Death Note. Lots of more doodles. I started this in the senior year of my high school, and then I kind of finished it throughout 4 years later. I first completed animal portrait, a little holiday sketch, and finished abstract drawing, and like this big piece that wouldn't fit in the binder pages. Those sketchbooks that I started, but I threw out because I didn't like any of the pictures. After this 1 year drawing period, I took a long hiatus and started drawing again 13 years later, which is 2025. I attempted it for a few months, and then now I'm back again 2026. Third attempt. Drawings were also originally in binders, which is also why I decided to create like the binder system to continue that. So far, I have 3 binders in my system. The first one is the learning archive. It's where I do like my lessons. We got notes and practices from different courses. Next is the objects binders. It's basically shapes and objects that aren't human. Third, we have the people binder. This is where I draw people. Also includes characters that aren't human, but I'll mostly be focusing on humans. Another could be a concept binder. Since I'm not there yet, I decided to create a mood tracker binder. Since I don't journal, I can jot down a few notes of my mood that day and then doodle a little bit of an expression of how I feel for that day. Happy 1 month anniversary to me. I now have 5 binders.